Hey everybody, welcome back to Large Guy, Small Guy. I am your host, the large guy, Ryan, here with the small guy, Andy.
That was almost my name. Could you imagine?
You see how Ryan was also was close to my name as well. That's the deal. We're like the Walmart guy. That little guy. We're large guy, small guy.
We're the Walmart version of Big Guy and Little Guy, and Big Guy Little Guy is just a
Little
Walmart...
Guy is a premium brand, Andrew. I don't know what you're trying to imply.
I mean, sure. I guess.
Perhaps
I don't know if I would say
bit.
premium, but sure, we can say that. I still have steak in my mouth. I didn't even eat the steak. I tried.
You should have eaten your steak.
I don't like steak. I think we've been over this.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't like steak.
That's awful.
It's not awful, I just don't like steak, man.
Does OBS catch that toggle?
Probably, if we're being honest.
And have you not noticed it while you were editing?
No, I think I have. I don't know. I'm not like looking very desperately at the footage. I'm looking more at like the everything else.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's a lot going on. Oh hey, key. So Riley.
What's up?
We were supposed to be talking about our history with Mario, per se.
That's true. I was going to bring that up in a minute, but we were kind of riffing, so I didn't want to rush into anything. But yes, folks, I wrote down a discussion topic for today. I meant to write down multiple, but this is actually the only one. The Mr. Playboy thing was something I had forgotten about until we sat down to record this, and I was like, oh shit, we haven't recorded since that happened. We should talk about that. But yes, I wanted to talk about our history with Mario, because I know it's a game franchise that's been a big part of our lives, and part of probably a large majority of video gamers' lives in general.
Most people, at least.
Even the kids, even like Xbox kids had a DS, right? Like that was the thing, like Nintendo was everywhere, because even the kids who like were like, fuck the Wii, and they had like an Xbox, they still had a DS.
I don't think
had a fucking DS. There was not a child who lived and breathed who did not have a Nintendo DS. I guess except for maybe like the PSP kids specifically.
I don't know. A lot of my people that that's not true. I guess the star of my school's football team, he talked about every Nintendo console that he's traded in during his life. Like, he went from a Wii, traded it with someone that had a Wii U. Then he traded that Wii U for a DS. He took that DS and he traded it for a 3DS.
Wow, look at that.
And then I think that man was going places.
Bro, I remember the most liberate, because like, in elementary school it wasn't allowed, because like we were small children and we needed to develop our brains. And then in my middle and high school it was never allowed under any circumstances, because I went to a weird, staunch middle and high school for my middle school career in the first 2 years of high school. And how liberating it was to be in public high school for my last 2 years. And if like we weren't doing anything, my teachers didn't give a single fuck if I was just playing my DS. What a liberating experience. Just fucking sitting there playing Pokemon X and Y in theater class because I finished my project. It's the best. It was a wonderful experience.
I've fallen down 5 pits.
Now I can't bring my DS to work, but what I can do is have a Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone and just play it in my office when nobody's looking.
Man, this is the one thing I miss about having an Android phone.
I've done that like once. Mostly because my phone sucks and I don't like playing video games on it.
Okay,
and,
now that
and you know, also because I have a job to do.
You're right. You're right. I've played full games of chess while waiting, or while doing stuff at work.
While on the assembly line of the restaurant that I keep thinking is McDonald's, but definitely isn't.
It's not McDonald's. It is.
Is it Culver's?
Yes, it's Culver's.
Hey, Culver's.
Oh, hey, Mr.
I remember.
Mr. Chompy is not very happy with Mimi. I wonder why that savage went straight for her and paid us no mind. I like to think that we look rather tasty. What do you suppose it means? This mansion is quite odd. I feel it holds many secrets.
So, I'm trying to remember what my first exposure to Mario was. And that's kind of a hard question, just because he was kind of everywhere. I feel like my earliest memory of Mario that I can quote right now, without necessarily being completely confident that it was my first, is there was like a daycare / like extra learning thing that I went to for a very brief time in elementary school. There were kids who went to it like every day their entire elementary school career, whereas I had like a brief stint in 3rd grade because my mother was working hours such so that it was the only way for me to get to school viably without being alone in the house for like 3 hours before the bus came, and I was too young for that. They had a Wii there, and on the Wii there's Mario Galaxy. I remember being extremely young in that elementary school daycare thing, playing Mario Galaxy, and it was such a crazy experience. I was like, this is awesome. Like, it was like I had played video games. Like, I'd had a PlayStation 2 for a long time. There were plenty of like games that I had played. Like, I had played some like really good PS1 games that I had gotten. A lot of the PS2 games I had were kind of like just like shitty licensed games. Because I was a kid, so like all of my interests were like, yo, I like that movie. Whoa, they made a video game out of that movie. So like the first video game I ever owned was Alvin and the Chipmunks for the PlayStation 2. And I also had like fucking Hannah Montana game. I had fucking Ratatouille game, fucking Meet the Robinsons game. Uh-oh.
I was waiting for you to finish your thing, but
yeah. You broke it. You broke my most favorite vase. Doofuses. I love that vase more than anything, and you broke it. Yeah. Oh, you'll pay for that. Yeah, you will. I'll have you know that vase cost 5 million rupees. So hand over that money now, or you're done for. I'm sorry, this is not a girl voice. I guess I don't have the femininity in me right now, I guess.
You go. Rubies? Oh, I don't believe Mario carries any of that particular currency. I don't suppose those are anything like coins, are they?
Meow. Coins? No one uses coins anymore, you peasants. I spit on your coins. So what are you saying? You telling me that you don't have any rubies at all?
None.
Well, guess what? You're just gonna have to work it off then. Until you work off your debt, you naughty little things, I own you. Enjoy labor. That was more Jaleel White Sonic than it was Southern. Yeah. Yes. So you can earn rubies in the generator room on the top floor. Once you earn 1 million rubies, you come pay it off in the room at the back.
Yep, fuck you.
Yeah, you get it.
We know.
Whoa, debt! But anyway, so Mario Galaxy was like a whole different thing compared to like a lot of the video games I had played. And I was definitely very impressed by it. Then from there, I think most of my, this is probably kind of important. Work those skinny little flea legs! Make it burn! Jump like you mean it! Boss Mimi hates the dark like she hates Brussels sprouts, so work it! More power!
Alright, I just want to go into this room for the sake of going into it. We're not actually going to go into that room because I don't like this room. It sucks at generating rubies. But this room, you need a passcode, and you make more rubies.
This is knowledge that you would have to gain via playing the game, but you know it already, is what's going on here.
Not only do I know it, it is one of my favorite number combinations in all of history. This is a number combination I use to open my laptop, I think.
Well, folks, if you ever come into possession of Andrew's laptop, you know
if you ever do, you can press the 5, the 9, and the 6, and the 3. And
there you go, folks.
You can unlock my laptop and find all the little things that are nothing. There's like nothing on this thing.
Round and round she goes. When I retire, nobody knows. Big Boss Mimi hates the dark more than old ham, so move those gerbil legs!
Alright, fair.
Power up! Is this gonna be a dialogue-heavy episode? I can already see the interruptions.
Nope, this is
coming
it.
Hard. Oh,
That's
okay.
the last of the dialogue.
We don't need to read that shit? Okay.
Nope.
So, another early exposure, which I don't remember quite if this is before or after this, but it was similarly young. I had a Game Boy Advance copy of Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island, which is kind of a weird Mario game to be one of your first, considering it is not a Mario game, it's a Yoshi game. But what are you doing?
Oh, I'm running.
Oh.
What do you mean? What am I doing? Is this not how you run? Okay, so I'm crouching, and you know when you're on a slope and you crouch, you technically slide. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I guess so.
Like I could run and I can do this, or I could just slide on my butt. Oh, it's not going as fast. It was going a lot faster a second ago. Tippy, go away.
Sorry to have interrupted your flow there, but
Damn it.
So. I have a lot of good memories of Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island to this day has remained one of my favorite video games of all time, just because I think it has such a unique aesthetic and personality to it, and it's just like really fun.
It's also got really good music.
And it's got amazing music, yes, for sure. So Yoshi's Island has remained one of my favorites, and that was my big early exposure to Mario that I actually like had in my hands to play regularly. From there, it was mostly the New Soup games. Like, those were the ones that I just, like, came into contact with, whether that be, like, my cousin had the DS one, my best friend had the Wii one, and she would bring it over occasionally, and we would play it together. And it would always result in us getting very angry at each other, because we were very prone to getting angry at each other, me and her. It was, our relationship was weird, because, like, she would come to my house, like, literally every day. Like, she literally, like, did not even have to knock. She would just walk in. And, like, we would spend so much time together. And, like, it was obvious to everybody that, like, that needed to, like, stop for a while. Because it got to the point where, like, I think it was just
Riley.
for us to hang out that we always did. But, like, we wanted to fucking kill each other every time we did.
Your mic just fucked up for, like, 30 seconds, and it sounded like you were in a fishbowl underwater, and then all of a sudden it came back.
Are we good now?
We're good now, yes, but for a second I was a little worried.
Do I need to retell something, or was I audible?
No, you were audible, like you could still hear you.
But it just sounded weird? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I played the New Soup with her. I got New Soup U. No, I don't think I ever did own New Soup U, actually. I like rented it a lot, and I think I had a friend who had it. But yeah, that was a lot of my early Mario exposure, and all of those games are very good, even though the New Soup games kind of suffer from the uninspired issue. They're all very solidly designed games at the very least. So I'd say my exposure to Mario from early on, and definitely to nowadays, has remained pretty positive. Some of my favorite Mario material, to touch on that. Sorry to ramble, Andrew. I guess we could have passed this back and forth, but I'll just finish what I'm saying and then let you ramble too. Will be the format we do it. But I really like the RPGs, like the Paper Mario series. Obviously, here we are. The Mario and Luigi series. I actually played some Superstar Saga today. It was just a spur of the moment thing.
Superstar Saga.
Yeah, it's great. It was a spur of the moment thing. I haven't played it at all on my Switch yet until today. And it was just like, I needed something from my mom. Like, we needed to go get toilet paper, and we needed to turn the internet back on because the internet got shut off. And she was on the fucking phone for like hours, and it was the worst. And there was a point where I was just like sitting out on the couch, like, she has to be done soon. And I'm just sitting on the couch, and there's like no signs of this conversation ending. So I was finally like, okay, I'll go do something for a while. And I went in my room and I played Superstar Saga on my Switch for an hour before she was finally fucking done. But I beat the first boss in that time, the evil king who gets Bowser in his cannon.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that game's really good. All the Mario RPGs, the original Mario RPG too, which I think I want to play on this channel. Even though the remake's coming out, and you're the only one who has the capability to play the remake, I'm kind of tempted to play the original.
I was gonna make you do Superstar Saga of one day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make Riley play this game. I don't think he's played it before, but
I've never beaten it before, but I've played like half of it.
Alright. I
kind of want to do. I don't know what I want to do. If I want to do, because I just started playing, fucking. Do I need to read this?
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Juicy! Eating mushrooms is the only pleasure allowed to have in this horrible factory. I don't know what I could do without this sweet little fun guy. He's an interesting guy.
A little crazy. But yeah, all of those games. I don't know what I want to play on this channel. I'm tempted to do Super Mario RPG. I'm tempted to do one of the Mario and Luigi games, the DS ones that I've never tried really that much.
Yeah.
Which we started Bowser's Inside Story on this channel, I think. We just never got very far.
No, I don't think we did Bowser's Inside Story.
I'm pretty sure me, you, and Demigloom did like one session of Bowser's Inside Story.
No, definitely haven't.
Are you sure?
Absolutely positive.
I feel like we've done like 3 episodes of Bowser's
Cause I do. We definitely didn't though. So do you know the secret part? Well, do you? Oh, he's Australian. Or British? If you're closing up your peepers, imagine in a world real hard that the world's gone.
I will clarify that we 100% did record that. It's whether it came out that is the question.
No, we didn't record it.
That's real. I know that we did.
No, it isn't. We didn't.
Whatever.
Me, you, and Demigloom have not sat down and recorded anything ever.
That's not true at all. She's guested on multiple Big Guy, Little Guy videos.
I don't believe you.
We did Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy with her. We did fucking Godzilla for the Game Boy with her. The fucking Madden Game Boy video was with her. She was on a couple of the Pokemon episodes. What the fuck are you talking about?
We definitely didn't do Bowser's Inside Story, though.
Well, I'm gonna find that out right now.
My sensors are telling me that you're the hero. Got some bad news, though. You're looking at me like you're a little lacking in the thrills. Can't give my power to anyone who's too skinny in the thrills department. So here's what we're gonna do, partner. I'll recharge you through the gauge over the next 10 seconds.
You're correct that it was not posted, but I swear to you this recording session happened.
We didn't do it.
I think I had technical difficulties.
You ready? Here goes. 1, 2.
Either way, I might play that.
3, 5, 4, 17. 3.1417952613999487762.
That's epic, bro.
1 Marzillion. 10. Now you're all chargified, pard. Yepper, you've got the thrills. Now who remembers, we pixels got a lot of power, so you better be real careful. We had a little dust up in the ancients 2,000 years ago, but we're pards now. So let's have some thrills, huh? Come on! I got so much shit on my microphone doing that. I don't even care. I don't care. I can't do your voice anymore.
Real quick. So yeah, the RPGs are cool. I think the mainline collectathon 3D Mario games are like some of the best and most defining 3D platformers out there. All of them, really. The ones that are in the collectathon format. I like 3D World as well. It's just not as influential. But 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy and Odyssey are all genre defining in their own ways.
64, great. I like 64. I think I'm gonna get into the speedrunning of Super Mario 64, just so I can challenge Demigloom. I wanted to do a versus style, I don't think you know versus, but me and Demigloom would race to 120 stars over
I get it. I understand the concept.
Series.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the plan, but I don't think that'll ever work out in the way that I wanted it to. So it's whatever.
Well, I mean, all that really would have to happen is the footage would just have to be recorded separately, and then you would have to sync it together.
Yeah, which doesn't sound like it would be that hard to do.
Which we obviously have to do for a Nuzlocke at some point, so we have to learn to do it.
Right, but I'm not too worried. I know Demi Gloom's.
I'm kind of chill to just like play casual stuff for a while, but like the Nuzlocke is definitely something I want to get to. At which point we will have to learn how to do that,
Yeah.
which will then open the door for you if you figure out how to do it. It's easy.
Oh yeah.
To do that with Demi Gloom.
Like, I'm not against the idea. It's just that Demi Gloom's really good at Mario 64, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So
You might get your ass destroyed, but that
yeah.
that would just be really funny. So you should do it anyway.
This is me getting shit on in Super Mario 64.
Like the Let's Play is going on, and she has like 70 stars, and you have like 32.
I think I could be competitive for the first 30 or so stars.
At some
but
point,
anything after
it starts
no.
as a speedrun race, but then at some point it just becomes a normal single Mario 64 Let's Play, and it's yours because you will have like half the game left, and Demi Gloom's done.
when she finishes it, I'd be like, well, yep, I took my L. It's whatever. We gotta run for a little while.
We should.
Right.
I guess that's what a Nuzlocke versus is a race.
What?
Like, oh
Here.
god.
Right here.
Andrew's mom is leaving, guys. It's a very young voice.
Yeah, I know. Love you too. Bye.
It's to be at least like 35. I'm gonna stop at the ATM, everybody. It's okay.
Let's not get interrupted again.
I was talking. I was doing like a whole comedic bit through all of that. That all has to stay in.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Andrew, how old is your mom?
Love you too. What?
How old is your mom? She has a
I'm
very young voice.
I'm required to say that my mom is around the age of 30 per her request.
Okay, so it's actually she's a little older than that, but she's. I was gonna say she's pretty young, yeah. For having a 17-year-old boy, she's pretty young, huh?
Yeah, like she's not past the age of 40. Let's put it. That way.
Anyway, enough of me like vaguely hitting on your mom. Let's talk about your history with Mario. Because that's all I had to say. Like, all the Mario games are amazing in their own right, but I just wanted to give a specific shout out to the RPG games and to those collectathon 3D Marios. So you were saying you like Mario 64, and then I think you were going to make comments about the other ones.
Alright.
And then you didn't get to it.
Yeah. My first experience to Mario and Super Mario and video games as a whole actually was Christmas Day, I think Christmas Day 2011, I want to say. But my dad got me a Wii with New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and that was my opening to video games and Mario. I sucked at it entirely. My dad had to beat the game. I was in like first grade. I tried.
Go ahead.
I tried, I just couldn't do it. Eventually he got me Super Mario Galaxy, and I didn't understand the pointer control features, and I couldn't read, so getting through the game was a little difficult.
That's really funny. But just real quick, I wanted to say that there were games that I played as a kid that I couldn't beat, but I never went to a parent because my parents were old and they didn't know video games. But also the one time I was going to a parent for a video game related thing is I had slow little baby hands when I was like 12, and I had my Xbox 360 and Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. So I could never pull off the button mashing quick time events. Like I couldn't press the button enough.
Oh yeah, I get that.
So I would pause the game, walk the controller out to wherever my dad was, press the start button so the game would unpause from the other room, and then just have him mash that button and then pause it again when it felt like it had been long enough.
I can't believe you. That's easier to do that. I never got good at mashing.
My
Like, I
dad
suck
got
at
very
mashing.
infuriated by this after about like maybe a few days. It was like no more.
I played through most of Galaxy, and Galaxy is when I started getting good at video games. But I played that. I played Mario Party a lot by myself. Mario Party 9 to be exact. So despite the fact that most people hate Mario Party 9, it holds a special place in my heart. And it's the only Mario Party game I've played since. So
There you go.
yay me. A lot of Mario Kart Wii I played by myself. I'm just gonna play every game by myself. Any game that requires partners, I played by myself. Up until like Mario Galaxy 2. What else have I done? I think I played Luigi's Mansion really early on, but the ghost scared me, so I never got very far in it. And Super Paper Mario. Super Paper Mario was, I think, the final Mario game I played while I was unable to read. Very difficult thing to do when a game that is entirely based its
A
story
game
off
that
of
is
reading.
like a soft RPG with like a ton of reading and dialogue.
Yep, played through it, couldn't read. What?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, it was a not pleasant experience. So the fact that this game is still one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite. What do you mean it's been? Oh, thank you. I've been running this entire time. What do you mean it's been disconnected?
Yeah, no, we just don't feel like it right now.
Don't feel like it anymore. I know we've ignored what we've been supposed, or what we've been okay, great. We needed to generate 10,000 rubies for something. But you know what we're gonna find?
I guess I was reading 10,000 terribly wrong. I really thought she said 1 million.
She did say 1 million.
Oh, okay.
You just, I think, is it? What, Grayson? My door was open. Grayson, shut up.
Yeah.
Here's the info. You want it? I'll tell you. 1 ruby. Alright. Here's the skinny. In this mansion, there are lots of hidden passageways. Oh, we already know.
Shut the fuck up. But we know that.
I work, but I can never grub up enough rubies to pay off my debt. I gotta tell you, I don't know if I'm ever gonna... I can scroll up.
Holy shit.
Whoa. I don't know if
Breaking
I'm ever
new
gonna get out
ground
of
here
this
today on Big Guy, Little Guy.
We are. Hopefully, huh? Did you hear about the VIP room as well as the normal one? Yeah, I did. The VIP room's the one with the weird passcode that I seem to love. You are what? You are the man I'm looking for. Fine timing, my friend of mine. I just gotta hold some very detectable info. Your time so timely of yours. I was gonna charge you 10,001 rubies, but for you, 10,000. Sound good?
Whoa, what a discount.
You know, such a good discount. I was gonna wait for next time on Big Guy, Little Guy, but we're gonna hear it now. Thanks, buddy, old pal of mine. Listen, and listen good, okay? Mimi was napping, okay? Then I heard her start sleep talking, and she whispered, 412622816.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. And that means?
I just, oh, fuck. I think it's her boyfriend's phone number or something.
Ooh, spicy.
Spicy indeed. Now Riley doesn't know what this code is for, but I do. And next time on Big Guy Little Guy, we will use this code to do the magical main thing that we need to do.
And we'll be hearing what Andrew's largest issue in the galaxy is this week.
We will be hearing what the largest issue in the galaxy is. Until
And
next time.
See you later.